Right.
So the master tailor said, I'm not fortunate to see my daughter go to school wearing a uniform. Today I saw one child. Ma'am, thank you so much.
You have served as DM in 5 different districts in your tenure since
Yes.
2003.
Correct.
Which one would you feel is one of the most fulfilling tenure between them?
Yes, I was fortunate to work as collector in 5 districts. It started out with Shahjahanpur. I was the first lady DM of Shahjahanpur. Then I moved to Mainpuri. Then later I worked in Farrukhabad, Barabanki and Ghaziabad. But everybody has a certain affection for one district.
Yeah.
So I had a pretty long tenure in Barabanki,
Right.
and could do a lot of work there. And we were fortunate to win a lot of awards also. So my tenure in Barabanki would count among the most beloved memories.
Right. So what were the various interventions that resulted into that? Because I think you had about 2-3 years of a tenure and therefore sufficient time to make a lot of interventions come to fruition and also impact a lot of people.
I had visited the district jail,
Right.
because the collector is also the head of the district
Yeah.
jail. So usually what we do is we go, we visit, August 15 ko chala gaya, and they put the garland around you. But then I tend to interact with people and ask questions, sometimes uncomfortable questions. And then they said, ki aapko kya chahiye? Said ki ma'am, humko kuch kaam dijiyega. Now, this is captive human resource. People
Right.
are sitting there doing nothing.
Yeah.
And in Kerala, from where I hail, a lot of prison reforms and productive utility of, people were happening. People were making biryani, people were making, pakoda, people were making footwear, so many things. So I had read about it. So I just had a meeting with my team and I asked, let's start doing something. So I asked them what. So one was a master tailor.
Okay.
Unfortunately, he was in life imprisonment because there was a chagda and he picked up a rock, and I think unfortunately, and he was weeping when he told me, ki, one mistake of my life and I'm inside here. I can't even see my children going to school. The man was weeping. Then I said, ki, so what do you want to do? He said, I can stitch and I can teach others to stitch. So can you provide us with some tailoring machines? So I just mooted the idea. In 5 minutes, my team said, ma'am, we will make it available. There were so many people willing to sponsor that. Banks were there, departments were there. So I had a very young team and they came forward, the GST department, the deputy commissioner, so many people. So first, it's very important to have a team who is as enthusiastic
Right.
as you.
Right.
So we got a good team. We planned a training session. The master trainer becomes a master sahib. And at that particular time, we had fund for school uniforms.
Right.
So at that particular time, this concept of self-help groups making uniforms and all were not in vogue.
Okay. Okay.
So we ended up giving a check of 1.5 lakh to the Prisoners Rehabilitation Fund because the prisoners stitched so many school uniforms for our girl children.
Okay.
And on a particular day, I think October 2nd, we had the children coming in with the collector's special permission.
Right.
Kaidi Bhai, Dhanyavad karke, they put a garland around these men and took the uniforms and they were weeping.
Right.
So the master tailor said, I'm not fortunate to see my daughter go to school wearing a uniform. Today I saw one child. Ma'am, thank you so much. So that was a very heart-touching episode for me.
Definitely.
So I saw the need and the demand. There was a need for school uniforms. There were people wanting employment and the money could go to the Prisoners Rehabilitation Fund.
Right.
So then I realized the power of a DM to bring these diverse needs together and to create a facilitating environment.